It is rumored, or even more than rumored, that if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Benjamin Franklin. Today, we continue our 6-part series on lesson planning with part 4, delivering direct instruction. There are many styles of lesson plans: planning guides, outlines, formats, forms, some with acronyms, and some that are numbered. Many schools, districts, or administrators favor one style over another. Some sites may require you to have your lesson plans turned in weekly. Some may require them on your desk while teaching. The most important thing to ask is your site administrator what requirements are necessary for your site. In more than 30 years in public education, I have used many different styles and formats for lesson planning. I have found it useful to post parts of the lesson plan to be transparent and to hold myself accountable to what I post. Regardless of which format you choose, or you must choose, I have found that there's definitely 6 parts to a well thought out lesson plan. These are the 6 parts of a daily lesson plan, when fully considered, will lead to a successful lesson. Here's what you can expect in this series. Part 1, Objectives. Part 2, Materials and Resources. Part 3, Background Knowledge. Part 4, Direct Instruction. Part 5, Guided Teaching. Part 6, Closure and Assessment. In the first part, we took a look at the importance of standards, setting objectives, and asking questions to guide a lesson. In part 2, we looked at materials and resources you need to collect for an effective lesson. In part 3, we reviewed types and ways to build background knowledge. Today, we'll be looking at part 4, direct instruction. In planning your direct instruction, the teacher part of a lesson, you may consider 3 large areas: gradual release, modeling, and checking for understanding. Gradual release. Many school districts subscribe to the gradual release model of responsibility of instruction. This model includes 3 parts: I do, we do, you do. The first part, the I do, is the teacher's direct instruction piece. This can be done through lecture, explaining of main concepts, presentations, building background knowledge, and more. Teachers and students can interact, but the main instructional direction is from teacher to student. Modeling. In this part of direct instruction, teachers should model what is expected of a student in an upcoming activity. If the instruction is to read a paragraph and identify the main idea by highlighting, the teacher might project a paragraph, read it to the class, then highlight the main idea. Checking for understanding. In this step, the teacher needs to check the class for understanding of the concepts being taught. This is not a summative assessment, but formative. There should be small checkpoints to make sure that the students are not lost during the instruction. It could be as simple as asking a student to repeat something that was said, to predict the next step, or turning to a partner and explaining what the teacher taught. In my last teaching assignment, this part of a lesson could last from a couple of minutes to maybe a third of the period. Students learn best when they do, but they can't do unless they have something to work with. Teach your students what needs to be taught, but let them learn by doing. Follow the link in the description for the full blog and for helpful links when designing your lessons. I'm Russell with iHistorian. Have a historic day.